Hi everyone, it's me, Ms. Farrah Mills. Welcome back to my channel. So, today I wanted to talk about hair, or body hair, facial hair, when it comes to being a trans woman. And this topic was suggested to me by Miss Samantha Woodward from YouTube, so thank you very much, darling. And so I just wanted to talk to you today about my experiences of having facial hair and body hair and being a trans woman. So, I'm quite naturally, in my family we have quite dark skin, but and I have dark hair naturally, but I've never been really hairy, thank God. Saying that, I still had hair on my face and I still had to have a lot of laser to get rid of it. Now, when you have laser, anyone who has never had laser before, laser basically it attacks the dark pigment of your hair. So the darker your hair, the better it works. The darker your hair, the fairer your skin, the better it works. Now, I don't know how much laser has changed in the time since I was doing it. So I'm assuming that it's a lot easier for you to get hair removed regardless of what your skin colour is. So, but don't quote me on that because I only know about how it works on my skin. So if anyone does have darker skin and they've had laser, then it'd be great to hear your experiences in the comment section, just to educate me. So basically, when I was 20, I started having laser on my face, and my hair's black, so it was coming through quite thick and horrible, and so I started doing my laser. And now, back then, obviously, you can't have you kind of had a tan at least 6 months before you have your laser done, and you can't get your face in the sun while you're having the treatment either, because otherwise the sun and the treatment will change the pigment in your skin and it will stay the tanned colour that it is, and it will obviously look a different colour to the rest of your body. So I started doing my laser, so I'd have one laser every 6 months. I don't know if you can have it in less time now, or maybe every 6 weeks, sorry. And it was quite expensive then. I think it was like £170 ago. This is back in, early 2000s. And it was very painful, I have to say. And it took for me it took a long process. It took me at least 20 sessions before my face was completely clear of hair. But the thing with laser, it doesn't remove the hair completely. What it does is it turns the dark, coarse hair on your face into fine blonde hair or white hair, into baby hair. So it doesn't get rid of it permanently. Now, if you're on hormones, then in conjunction with that and the laser, it works amazingly well. It will stay off your face forever. But if you don't take hormones like me, then it will last you without having to do anything to your face, maybe 2 or 3 years, and then you'll have to go back and have a little top up. So maybe every 2 years I go back and get 2 sessions, 6 weeks apart from each other, and that seems to sort it all out again for me, and it's fine, and it lasts me for a couple of years and I don't have to worry about it. But there are always still a few hairs here and there that you have to pluck out, which is really annoying, which is not a good idea to do, because if you have laser, they suggest to not pluck because that promotes hair growth. So you have to be careful. Now, the other thing as well is if you keep having too much laser done, what happens then is if you have laser on areas it doesn't need to have laser on, then strangely enough that promotes hair growth as well. So what happens is once you've had basically all your laser that you need to have done, and you just need to go back for little bits and pieces done, just go back for those areas that you need to have it zapped. Do not keep doing the whole area because it will start making hair grow again. Very strange, I know. Now, if you have fair hair, blonde hair or ginger hair, then it is a lot more difficult because the pigment of the hair is too light for it to catch on the laser. So probably the best thing for you to do there is to have electrolysis. Now, electrolysis, let me just go back. So laser, it takes about 10 minutes to do a whole face because it just literally zaps each a section of hair on your face in like a grids thing, and it burns into the root, and then the hair will slowly die and fall out over about a week and a half. Now, with electrolysis, this you're paying for the amount of time. So you might be there for an hour because they have to use this hot needle which penetrates into each follicle and it burns out the follicle that way. Now, this takes a lot longer, but the thing is that no hair will grow back at all. So if you're having problem hairs somewhere that you cannot get rid of these hairs, then electrolysis is the best thing for those. And also for fair hair and for grey hair, or hair that's not really dark. For dark hair, it's like works amazingly for laser. So if you have thick dark hair, then laser is the best thing for you. If you have fine blonde hair or ginger hair, then I suggest having electrolysis. As far as body hair is concerned on me, I'm lucky that I never ever had any problems with, like I never had a hairy back or anything like that. I never had really, really hairy arms. I had a little bit of hair here, which I had lasered off, but only a tiny little bit. So I've been really lucky in that respect. I know a lot of people who have hair on their backs or welcome mats or anything like that, like obviously you have to get rid of, because I mean you can shave those areas, but it's nicer if you have laser because it just clears it all away completely. You don't have to worry about it. So yeah, that's my experience on having laser on my skin. If you take hormones and you use laser, then it works amazingly well. It still works really, really good if you don't take hormones. It just means that you will have to maybe have a few top-ups here and there through the years, just because your body will naturally try and produce more thicker hair because of testosterone. So that's kind of what happens. So that's my experience with laser. It is quite painful to start with because the thicker and coarser your hair is and the stronger the setting of the laser gun is, it's an ordeal, I would say, because you know it's burning your skin. And I can remember just having to psych myself up a little bit to get this done. Now I have quite a high pain tolerance, but I have to say that it is quite painful, so be prepared for that. But the more you have done and the less coarse the hair gets and the less hair that is there, the less it hurts, and by the end of it you just can't really feel anything at all. It just feels kind of quite warm. But I would definitely say that if you're quite hairy on your face and it's quite thick and coarse, then it's going to be painful, I'm not going to lie, or uncomfortable to say the least, but you know, it's worth it. You know, every time I used to go they used to say, if you need to stop then just let me know, and I was like, no, I'll bear it, just keep going, because if you just keep going it's going to be over quicker than it is if you keep stopping. So that would be my suggestion. But the thing is that, you know, we forget all the other surgeries and all the other stuff like that. Having laser is probably one of the most rewarding things to do, because, you know, facial hair is extremely a masculine thing on the whole, and most trans women, or I would say all trans women, don't want facial hair. So having that done is very liberating and very freeing, because you don't have to constantly wear loads of makeup, you don't have to shave your face, which in itself is inherently a masculine thing to have to do. So you know, you don't have to do that anymore. So it's very liberating and very freeing to have that done. And I would say that even if you never plan on having any surgeries done at all, I would highly recommend getting laser or electrolysis, because it's a game changer and it makes you feel very comfortable. You don't have to wear a lot of makeup. You can sit next to people very closely in public transport, and you don't have to worry because you haven't got tons of makeup on. There's no hair growing through your face, apart from just natural fine blonde hair, which every woman has. So that's my experience on having laser, and if anyone has any other things that they could add to that, then leave some comments in the comment section, because I don't know everything. These are just my experiences on it. So if there's anything that I've missed out, then please let me know. And if there's any other topics anyone wants me to talk about my experiences of for being a trans woman, then please leave some suggestions in the comment section. I always get videos out a lot quicker if I have topics that people would like me to discuss, because I know that it's something that people want me to talk about. So that was it for today. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Lots of love. See you all soon.